never forget.
I will never forget.
I will never forget.
I will never forget the way they worship. I will never forget Scovia. I met her in the hospital and our team was there praying for sick people. As we asked, can we pray for you? Because she's very sick with fever. She excitedly asked, I want to know Jesus and I want to accept him into my heart. Right when we were done finishing the prayer, she was so excited with tears in her eyes. I told her, I'm like, you have the Zungu sisters now, which means white people. And I told her, next time I see you, you won't be sick with fever. You'll be dancing with Jesus. And she just started laughing and laughing and she couldn't stop laughing.
I will never forget Robert. We were walking into the AIDS babies home that we were working at, and every baby was crying. I just saw him sitting at the table and he wouldn't eat his dinner, so I went to pick him up and I instantly bonded with him. I spent the whole time we were there working with him and just loving on him, and we grew so close. And when we had to leave, it was the hardest goodbye I ever had to say. I put him down and he started crying. And as I got into the van, I was just thinking, will he be here the next time? I want to come back and get him, but will he even be here? And then I just began thinking about like his future. Like, will he have a family? Will he ever know what a family is? And I realized like I had left my whole heart with him.
Come on, sweetie, don't
I will never forget the desperation in the eyes of the Sudanese refugees. I will never forget Blessing. First time I saw him, I knew that we were gonna bond. I knew there was something there, and so after I got to know him a little bit, like I would just hold him on my lap and just love on him, and he'd look at me and smile, and he has the greatest laugh. I asked the staff his story, and they told me that when he was just a small baby, his family left him, all except for 2 brothers, and when they had to go to work every day, they would leave him tied up to a gate. And so a neighbor lady came and she took him to the baby home. And so they nursed him back to health, and now he's really chubby and fat and he's so cute.
Wave! Wave!
Every time I would leave him, he would cry, and he'd hold on to the baby gate, just looking at me crying. But whenever I'd come to him, he'd laugh. He'd run over to me, grab my leg, and he'd look up at me and laugh. And it was the hardest goodbye. And so when I was talking to God about it, I was like, I don't want to leave him. And he's already been left too many times in his life. He's been left alone. And he doesn't need that anymore. But God just told me, I will never leave him.